Hi everybody, it's Claire Daly here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. Today I am super excited to show you my completed Greek Isles memory keeping album. So this is a 6x8 album that I have done of the Stampin' Up incentive trip, which was in Greece this year, or cruise to Greek islands. And I finished all the pages, so I thought I would do a quick flip through. So first of all, I'll show you the cover. I kept the cover really basic because that's how I wanted it, with just a little bit of the burlap ribbon and some of the gorgeous twine. And then this is from the Sailing Away suite in the annual catalogue, and I've actually used the Sailing Away memories and more cards throughout the album. So I've used one of our 6x8 albums, our 6x8 page protectors, and then I've also, you'll see some of the other products as I go through. So all of the products that I use today, I'll be linking to at the in the comments section of this video, so that will help you find out a little bit more. So let's get started. So here's my cover page, and I just wanted it to be one of my favourite photos from the cruise, and I've just used these bits which actually came in the cruise package from Stampin' Up to add the date there. So I'm just going to flip through. I'm not going to talk about everything, otherwise we'll be here all day, but you can see I've used some photos. These ones came from the Sailing Away Memories and More cards, and I've also used lots of strip journaling and my own journaling. Normally I handwrite, but for this album I thought I would do some journaling on my word processor, or the word processing package on my computer, and print that out onto cardstock. So you'll see I've done that throughout the album as well. So I'm able to measure the size that I wanted of the text boxes, which is really great for adding on to the cards. So some cute photos of Tracy Penn there, which was great to meet up with her. My albums are always very photo heavy. I think the photos tell the stories. So photos and journaling and just a small amount of embellishment. And then I'll use bits and pieces that I've collected. So here's my name tag from the cruise, which was perfectly sized to fit in one of the pockets. Lots more photos and journaling cards. One of the fun things that I do on cruises is when we're somewhere that I think, oh, I want to remember that, I always take a photo of that little, you know, the channel in your cruise cabin where you can actually see where you are. Well, I take photos of that, and it actually shows you exactly where you are, which is really great for your albums later on. Cut this from one of the cards, and there's one of the metal embellishments from the Sailing Away suite as well. So I think that's great. Here's some pictures of our pillow gifts. Here's the lovely Sarah Douglas. I loved that t-shirt, never underestimate the power of a woman. So yes, I loved that t-shirt. Spells it, sums Sarah up, doesn't it? So this one's talking all about some friends, and there's the lovely Stella. Stella and I bonded over our joint love of flowers, so I had to pop that photo in there. So one of my favourite things to do, I don't want to turn the album around because I've perfectly set it up for the from taking the video, but I always love to get the photo of the South Pacific demonstrators. So I've popped that in there with Hello Friends, Celebrate, and one of the little metal trinkets there as well, and of course named everybody. Talked about the service project, and our lovely table that we had at dinner. It was so fantastic. I really enjoyed that, so of course I wanted to catch lots of memories about that. So I have used one of the die sets, and I know that I should have remembered the name of that. How embarrassing. I will write it down at the bottom of the video. But it's perfect for cutting your own die cut letters for all of your titles throughout the album, and I love that. I love the font on it. I love the size of it. It's great for memory keeping albums, and I love that it's yes, almost script writing. So the only things that aren't the Stampin' Up products is I downloaded a couple of quotes from the internet. This one here, life's meant for good friends and great adventures, and I just cut that out with one of our punches. Another picture of where we were, so to show where we'd come from Rome down to Santorini. You can actually see very faintly on the green line there, so pictures of beautiful Santorini. I popped in one of my tour things there. Downloaded this one off the internet information, the name of the restaurant we're at, because it was such an amazing view. Absolutely loved that. And of course the food. Now this is completely photo heavy, but when I travel I really love to try out local cuisine and just note little things about how they eat and that. So it was really great to be able to take lots of photos of that. And anyone that knows me will know that there's always pictures of plants and flowers in my albums. So sometimes when I didn't have enough to fill a whole card, I would just pop it down to either the bottom half or the top half, and that leaves room to pop a little embellishment there as well. This was one of the specialty cards in the Memories of More card kit. So I just, again, measured how big I needed that to be. One of the business cards from somewhere that we had amazing little snack. I wanted to take a picture of the cinema thing there. I thought it was great. They were showing My Big Fat Greek Wedding and Mamma Mia, how appropriate. And here's another quote, and this time I actually used the embellishments that go with Rooted in Nature, because I thought they were perfect for that. So some pictures of some friends and some of the specialty cards. What an amazing sunset. I have to get that printed for my house. So then we get on to Mykonos and lots more pictures. The lovely morale, lots more pictures. And some journaling. Always got to take a photo of my feet in the water wherever I am. More food. Another one of my favourite photos from the whole cruise. So I've taken 6x8 photos, 6x4 photos, and 3x4, and all up there's 83 3x4 photos, 58 6x4s, and 13 6x8. So what's that make? 130, 140, 154 photos in the album, and there's actually 39 page protectors, so 78 actual pages. So I better make a move. So I didn't actually get off the boat at Athens, but I just need to write a little bit about it. So there, and then we get to the port of Katakolon or Katakolon. I'm not quite sure which one to say, but I'll just say Katakolon, which I actually really enjoyed. It was amazing. I was expecting it to be just somewhere we got out and had a little walk around, but we got on this cute little tourist train that took us out to a winery in the beach, and it was really enjoyable. So some pictures of the winery. Again, I just love these photos of my friend Sue wandering through the winery. And so I downloaded a quote, which is anonymous. So, let's wander where the Wi-Fi is weak, with a little leaf there from the Rooted in Nature embellishments. And I just thought that was super appropriate. And then I just cut that out with a circle punch and popped it on one of the cards. Very easy. These are the little stickers that came with that. I just popped a little adhesive rhinestone in there. Our little amazing fans that we would have died without. So here's another quote that I downloaded from the internet from Julia Childs. People who love to eat are always the best people. Just thought that was appropriate. So lots of people shots here of some demonstrators that I spent some time with. So hello Wendy, hello Simone, hello Tracy. And we actually went past on the way home the volcano that had recently erupted. So you can faintly see some smoke coming out of there. But I wanted to put some of the news reports about that erupting and what had happened. So I included that there. There's the beautiful spread we had for our farewell party, and this Sam. Excuse me. Had a bit of a croaky throat this week, and then some of my 6x4 photos, going back through them centre straight, and beautiful sunset photos that we saw on the last night on the boat, and then all good things must come to an end. But I actually went on to Paris after that, so it didn't really come to an end. But just some reflections I've popped here on a journaling card, some reflections about the trip and, you know, the gratitude for the opportunity to be able to work hard and earn it. And then at the end here, I've actually got one of the we used to sell these, but we don't anymore, but I always include them in my albums. So I've got a bit of a stock of them where I can just include some other bits and pieces, like this one's a diagram of the ship. This one's our what do you call it? Our guide for the incentive trip, I guess, our travel guide, minus the cover, which I used on the front cover, and the information package about the little hop-off tourist train, which was awesome. There's also my bill from the ship there, which I won't be sharing with anybody. So I hope this has given you an idea of how you can put together a travel album. So this could be for any type of holiday. If it's a cruise though, the Sailing Away Memories and More cards are absolutely perfect for that. And so have a look at the bottom. I'll show you, I'll tell you all of the information that I have, all of the products I've used and a number of photos and everything that I've used. And if there's anything else you would like to know about the album, please don't hesitate to be in touch. So thanks for watching today, and I'll see you back here soon with another video.